Minecraft 1.14 is shaping up to be my personal favorite update. We've got a lot of new blocks to look forward to, and with the more recent snapshots, we've especially got the new scaffolding block. This block allows you to maneuver up and down and to the sides while building to reach those harder to reach places. But you can actually use it in various different ways of building because of its texture and model. That being said, guys, my name is SystemZ, and today we're going to be checking out my 8 ways to use the scaffolding block while building in Minecraft 1.14. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more building related content and live streams every weekday at 5 p.m. Central Time. Let me know in the comments down below which design is your favorite, and guys, without further ado, let's get started. 8 ways to use scaffolding in Minecraft 1.14. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I am back with another good set of details and designs. This, honestly, is the best set of designs I think I've ever come up with in any 1.14 related video. The scaffolding block is just that good, honestly. It's so versatile. There's so many different things you can do with it. Honestly, I love this block. You could use it as simple scaffolding because, I mean, that is what it is after all. As you guys may know, and if you don't know, you can go up and down using the scaffolding to create a very, very easy system of maneuver when you're trying to reach those hard to get to places while building. You can also extend out to 4 blocks, and then it does require another pillar as scaffolding normally would. And again, this is just a fantastic system, but there's a lot more that you can do than just this. You can use it as a texture for building, as a model even, to do some really cool stuff. And this video I thought was going to be very hard. I wanted to create as many cool designs as I could, and I really didn't think there was many things to do with the scaffolding block, but there is. And let's just go ahead and get straight on into it, guys. Design number 1 is a picnic table. Very simple, starting off simple with it, guys. We got a picnic table here. This relies on the texture, which, as you can see, has like a thatch material top with normal legs, and if you do actually extend out, it's almost got a cuboid, and you'll see more of that here in a little bit. But this makes a very good table, especially when paired with oak blocks, and I think it fits perfectly in an outdoor setting, so this is a great design using in parks. I've also got a little picnic basket. Gotta love it, gotta love it. But this is design number 1. Very, very simple. And naturally, for design number 2, we're gonna go ahead and step it up by about 100 times. This is like 100 times cooler, honestly. You can use it as an elevator naturally because you are able to maneuver up and down, but you don't actually have to get rid of it. Instead, build an enclosure around it and create a very, very nice and non-damaging elevator. Instead of using water elevators and getting hurt every time you go on the magma block, why not use scaffolding? This is a fantastic way to use this block, in my opinion, and it really just changes the way we do elevators, in my opinion, because it doesn't take too long to get up and down, and it looks very, very good. Now, you may be asking, in a small space like this, how am I going to open this piston door? Well, I'm not. I'm just stuck here for eternity. Now, you can actually put buttons on the side, believe it or not. It's a very compact design because of this. This is the back side of this button, believe it or not. This is attached to the scaffolding block. Now, naturally, I could actually have it to this wall now that I think about it, so this is completely unnecessary, but it's still cool. I'm sure you could come up with some cool stuff. Got a basic observer there that detects the redstone. When I press that, this does open up, and I'm able to escape, or, sorry, leave the elevator. Definitely didn't get trapped in there, but guys, this looks so cool in my opinion, and I really look forward to the elevator designs that people do design. Design number 3 has got to be the best thing about this video. This is the bread and butter of the scaffolding block, in my opinion. You can use it to create an aquarium / fish tank to create a very, very nice interior piece. We have not been able to do something like this up until this point. Because of the way the scaffolding block works, you're actually able to use water to waterlog it, which is completely unexpected. I mean, this seems like such a weird feature, but I guess it does make sense to be able to stack up from the water. But as you can see, we can use that mechanic to create some really, really cool effects and models for interior decoration. First and foremost, an aquarium. You can actually put live breathing fish in there and they will swim around. This is a very, very good detail. I love it so much. It is honestly so good, and I'm going to be using it for many years to come unless we get, of course, an actual fish tank block. This is so cool. So with the help of 1.13 mechanics and the new blocks in 1.14, we're able to create this, and I really look forward to the different variations because, like I said, this is a great starting place for a great aquarium and fish tank. Next up for design number 4, we've got, I actually forgot to finish it. I'm just kidding. You can do under construction builds, and it actually looks really good, and especially in an industrial setting, in my opinion. You can use it how it's actually meant to be used, as a scaffolding block. In this case, it's literally perfect because it could be used for scaffolding while we finish this build, or we could leave it as it is and just give off the effect that it is currently in progress of being built. It looks very good, and instead of doing things like fences like we had before, we can go the extra step and do a lot more details. So I've got ladders on the side, which do make it a little bit harder to maneuver, I'm not gonna lie, so definitely don't do ladders if you're actually using it as scaffolding, and definitely don't do fences either. But as you can see, we've got a very good under construction system here, so this is another good one, and I really do look forward to seeing how people use this. I probably won't be using it too much, but I could see where it would look good in a city environment. Next up, we have something a little bit more ominous. We have a cage. You can actually trap mobs within the scaffolding block and use ladders to actually trap them around it. And you can also do this horizontally as well, instead of just vertically, so you could trap animals, wolves, all that kind of stuff. This could be like a dog or a cat cage, which looks very good in my opinion. And even having a trap door on the side could make it a kennel. As you can see here, if we do this, this works very nicely. So this is a good design for an inside of a house as well, or even just whatever I've got going on here. Don't ask, definitely don't ask, but it's a good way to store a villager, and also works as a good decoration piece depending on what you're building. And don't worry, I won't ask because it's probably pretty weird. And next up, another great one, a popcorn machine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another personal favorite. You can use an armor stand to create a very realistic and believable popcorn machine. I almost have a full block of snow layers here to get this at the perfect height, and I used pistons to push the concrete down, and of course just use gravity to get the scaffolding in place, and it looks so good in my opinion, especially with the golden armor. Now there's a lot of different things you could do with this. You could almost do a vending machine. You could even do a kind of a claw machine if you change the materials in there, especially if you did different leather materials, or even different, diamond and gold and iron. It could look like some sort of vending machine or a claw machine that has different prizes. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with the scaffolding block in this sense, and I really do like it. Now you can use glass instead, but honestly I just feel like the texture fits really nicely here. So let me know what you guys think of this down in the comments below. Alright, let's tone it down a little bit. That's a little crazy over there. This one is a little bit more simple and I guess easier to understand. It's a chair. Very simple. Just it's a chair. I don't know. It looks good. It's decent. I probably won't use it much, but I definitely wanted to include it. You can even use it for shelving if you'd like. So there's a lot of basic home appliances that you could use it for. The only thing about a chair, actually, this would look really good in a garage as well. So definitely try that out. And using this system over here, you could even get player heads on them to kind of, actually place blocks on there. So that could be very cool. But honestly, as a chair, it's just a little too tall for me, but you never know. Maybe you'll use it. So let me know what you think of that down in the comments below. This is a little bit more of a bonus design. Next up, we have a really good one here. You can use snow to create a secret compartment. If you don't know how snow layers work, one layer does not adjust your height. As you can see, I am on Y level 30, and if I move on to this snow layer, I still am on Y level 30 on the dot. If I go on 2 layers, however, I'm actually 0.12 blocks higher. And then, of course, 0.37 here. So being on the same level is very important here. That means if there's a block underneath it, we're actually standing on that block and not the snow layer. That's right, you can use that to your advantage. If you place scaffolding underneath, you can actually use it to create a secret compartment to store all of your riches and hide it from all of your friends. That way you have a little secret place that no one ever saw coming. I mean, honestly, the only way they could see this is if A, they saw you go down, or B, they were just randomly shifting on that block. I mean, even then, you have to be right in the center. So this is a very good way to hide anything, and I really look forward to the different ways people use it to hide, different rooms, different loot, all that that good stuff because it's just so unnoticeable, and it's the first time we've really been able to do a good hiding spot without using too much redstone. So let me know what you think of that in the comments. This is a personal favorite. I think it's so good, and it also lets light through, which is another good thing. As you can see, there's no light sources down here, so this is fully illuminated so mobs won't spawn, and it looks really cool in my opinion. And last but certainly not least, we can use scaffolding to create a very beautiful windmill. This looks so good in my opinion, and the scale of it just fits so nicely with medieval building. You can of course do the 4 block technique here to avoid having to create a new pillar like you can see here, which just is the perfect distance for a windmill in my opinion. And using ladders, trapdoors, and fences to decorate it really adds a lot to it. And obviously, since it is scaffolding, it's very easy to maneuver while building as well, because you can easily just go up and down and to the side like you can with normal scaffolding. So this looks really good, and I love the build overall here. I think this is a great windmill design, very cool. And that is going to conclude it for my 8, well really 9 if you consider the chair, but let's just act like that's a bonus here. That's it for my 8 scaffolding designs, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you thought of them down in the comments below. That's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more building related content and live streams every weekday at 5 p.m. Central Time. Let me know in the comments down below which design was your personal favorite. And guys, with that being said, my name has been System Z. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.